So here we are again. Connecticut is back on the BS, as always. You know, they always trying to take the fun out of something, man. Go get laid, bro. Y'all always want to take something from us, and it don't stop gun crime. Here we are with House Bill 5043. This is an act prohibiting the manufacture and sale of convertible pistols. So what that means is when we're talking about Glocks or the Ruger RXM models, you know that cruciform bar? Yeah, basically the same thing they did in California, where they said that this specific part of the Glocks or whatever, firearms had these specific devices in them, allowed them to be convertible pistols with switches, right? So here we are, Connecticut's doing the same thing. And let's just hop right into it and read it. So it says, as used in this section, machine gun shall apply to and include, it means a weapon of any description, loaded or unloaded, which that shoots, is designed to shoot or can be readily restored to shoot automatically more than one projectile without manual reloading by a single function of the trigger, including any convertible pistol that is equipped with a pistol converter as defined in subsection C of section 53206G as amended by this act, and shall also include any part or combination of parts designed for use in converting a weapon into a machine gun, and any combination of parts for which a machine gun can be assembled if such parts are in the possession of or under the control of a person. Crime of violence shall apply to and include means any of the following named crimes or an attempt to commit any of the same: murder, manslaughter, kidnapping, sexual assault with a firearm, assault in the first or second degree, robbery, burglary, larceny, and riot in the first degree. Projectile means any size bullet that when affixed to any cartridge case may be propelled through the bore of a machine gun. Convertible pistol means any semi-automatic pistol with a cruciform trigger bar that can be readily converted by hand or with a common household tool into a machine gun solely by the installation or attachment of a pistol converter, as defined in subsection C of section 53206G, as amended by this act. Whether or not there is a notch at the rear of the pistol frame, convertible pistol does not include any hammer-fired semi-automatic pistol or trigger or striker-fired semi-automatic pistol that has a trigger bar that is shielded from interference by a pistol converter. Cruciform trigger bar means a component in a semi-automatic pistol that serves as a linkage between the trigger and firing pin and has its sear incorporated in a cross-shaped surface. Common household tools includes but is not limited to a screwdriver, hammer, chisel, file, or crescent wrench. So basically, they're trying to kill Glocks. They're trying to kill the Ruger RXM. And remember, there was a guy, I believe his name was William Tong. This was a few months ago. He came out and he had sent a letter over to Ruger, I believe. And he was basically saying, hey, are you guys going to change the design of your firearms so that they cannot be readily converted into machine guns like you can do with switches? So let's continue reading. So it says subsection of section 53206G of the 2026 supplement to the general statutes is replaced, and the following is substituted in lieu thereof, effective July 1st, 2026. For purposes of this section, firearm means firearms as defined in section 53A3 as amended by this act, and rate of fire enhancement means any device, component, part, combination of parts, attachment, or accessory that uses energy from the recoil of a firearm to generate a reciprocating action that causes repeated function of the trigger, including but not limited to bump stocks, or repeatedly pulls of the trigger of the firearm through the use of a crank, lever, or other part, including but not limited to a trigger crank, or causes a semi-automatic firearm to fire more than one round per operation of the trigger, where the trigger pull and reset constitute a single operation of the trigger, including but not limited to a binary trigger system or a pistol converter, or forcibly resets, including by mechanical means. I'm assuming all of this is just essentially a definition of what a machine gun is. You know, there was a prior definition of the machine gun, but essentially they're just changing the definition of this to include that cruciform bar. So it says, okay, mechanical means the trigger into the firing position after each round is fired, such as by a force reset trigger, and pistol converter means any device or instrument that when installed or attached to the slide of a semi-automatic pistol interferes with the trigger mechanism, thereby enabling the pistol to discharge a number of shots or bullets rapidly or automatically with one continuous pull of the trigger, or any other device, part, combination of parts, kit, tool, or accessory that is not necessary for the function of the pistol, and that when built into, installed, or attached to the pistol increases the rate of fire above the rate of which the person can fire the pistol without the device, part, combination of parts, kit, tool, or accessory. So basically, they've redefined the definition of a machine gun, and they have redefined the definition of what a rate of fire enhancement includes. So they're trying to kill this. It says effective July 1st, 2026, any individual or firm, partnership, corporation, LLC, association, or other similar entity that within the state distributes, transports, or imports into the state, keeps for sale, or offers or exposes any sale, any convertible pistol as defined in section 53202 of this general statutes as amended by this act shall be guilty of a Class D felony. The provisions of this section shall not apply to the disposition of a convertible pistol to, nor to the transport or shipping of merchandise or of a convertible pistol to any of the following: state governmental agencies, of course, police departments, of course, or the military or naval forces of the state or of the United States, of course, a sworn and duly certified member of an organized police department, of fucking course. They always give these guys the shit that we can't have, but they fuck up too. A sworn and duly certified member of an organized police department, or a constable who is certified by the Police Officer Standards and Training Council and appointed by the chief executive authority of a town, city, or borough to perform criminal law enforcement duties. A member of the military or naval forces of the state or of the United States while in the performance of official duties as a member of such forces. A nuclear facility licensed by the United States Nuclear Regulation Commission for the purpose of providing security services at such facility, or any contractor or subcontractor of such facility for the purpose of providing security services at such facility, or a licensed gun dealer as defined as subsection F of section 53202F of the general statutes, or a gunsmith who is in the employ of a licensed gun dealer. Section 4, subdivision of section 5383 of the 2026 supplement of the general statutes is repealed, and the following is substituted in lieu thereof. Machine gun means a weapon of any description, irrespective of size, by whatever name known, loaded or unloaded, from which a number of shots or bullets may be rapidly or automatically discharged from a magazine with one continuous pull of the trigger, includes a submachine gun and any convertible pistol as defined in section 53202 as amended by this act that is equipped with a pistol converter as defined in subsection of section 53206G as amended by this act. This shall take place July 1st, 2026. So this is where we're at. They think that this gun right here is so damn bad, man. You know, think about it like this. The guns that you see on the streets that have switches, there's a pretty good chance that those guns are acquired illegally. Even if they were acquired legally, by them putting a switch on it and making it a machine gun, it's already illegal. It's already considered an NFA item that requires proper documentation. So the fact that you even present a bill like this to be an act to address, public safety or gun violence or whatever, it doesn't do a damn thing. In fact, it's just going to make it even easier, because now you're saying, hey, we're going to take these away from you. We're going to make it harder for you, the law-abiding citizen, to get your hands on these type of guns here. But those criminals over there, that's not going to stop them. And in fact, I see consistent stories damn near every week of people in Connecticut being caught with switches, Glock switches, right? Glocks with switches. And this is consistent. Do you think that by you passing this law, do you think this is going to stop that criminal from acquiring a switch? You do realize a switch is about the size of my damn thumbnail, you know? I mean, think about it. I remember there was a time where people were buying switches off of fucking Temu. You know what I mean? Like literally, people were buying switches and suppressors off of Temu. So what makes you think that proposing a bill like this is going to stop criminals from breaking the law? It's not. And I'm very curious to see what happens with this, because here's my thing, right? Now, if they're telling us that these pistols right here can be readily converted into machine guns, the question that I ask from this point is it considered an assault weapon now? And if it is considered an assault weapon, this is what's going to happen. Now, remember, once you register your firearm as an assault weapon, there are strict regulations on how you can transport it. You lose the ability to carry it on your person. So if this is considered an assault weapon, if this bill passes, there's a good chance I won't be able to carry this pistol on my person, because they prohibit you from being able to carry an assault weapon on your person. And you can only travel from like point A to point B with that assault weapon. So I guess that we'll just have to see, you know, what happens from this point forward. But I think that, you know, this bill, I'm pretty sure they're going to pass it, because if California got away with it, you know, I have no doubt in my mind to believe that this is going to pass with flying colors.